Hey everyone, Chris Kyle here. I am so excited to be here with you as a part of the 21-Day Purpose Challenge, and I hope you're getting a lot out of the program and learning a lot along the way. So I'm going to share with you today the 4 keys to having a powerful and successful purpose project. And these are born out of my years of working with people around purpose and what makes the difference in somebody who's doing a powerful purpose project, completes it, and has a great experience, and those that wind up not completing it or not having a good experience with their purpose project. So, jump right in. So the first key is to make sure that as you're thinking about your purpose project, as you're deciding on it, what you're going to do, is make sure that it's meaningful for you, that it has meaning, it has excitement, it has energy, there's juice around it, and just make sure that it's not something that you're just trying to check a box off, or it's part of this course and I got to do it. It should be something that really excites you and moves you. So that's the first thing. So whatever it is, it's got to move you and it's got to be meaningful. All right, so number two is that once you have the purpose project and it feels meaningful for you and big and juicy, is that you make a commitment to it. So one of the things I see often is that somebody will come up with a project, they'll kind of move into it, and they really won't have a full commitment around it. So what I invite you to do is do something as a ritual or practically to show your commitment to your purpose project. So what that might look like is writing out a commitment letter to yourself. Starting with, I commit to doing this project and doing it as well as I possibly can and completing it by the time that I say I'm going to complete it. Or you could do it as a ritual with your purpose team, or you could do it with a close friend where you make a commitment saying, I'm committed to this project and you are witnessing me in that. So do something that's powerfully committing to you in the purpose project and not just something rolling out in your head. So that's number 2. Number 3, the third key of having a successful and powerful purpose project, and that is to make sure that it's achievable in about 90 days. So for this program, for the 21-Day Purpose Challenge, you want to pick something that you can complete within a fairly short time frame, roughly 3 months or less. If you pick something that's going to take you 6 months or a year or 2 years, or write that great American novel as a part of your purpose project, it could take you forever. You won't really get the kind of the learning and the feedback from picking something that you can complete and see the benefit of that and then see where that might take you for the next step. So this might also be the purpose project that's within 90 days might be a first step or a chunk of a larger project. That's perfect. So you might envision something bigger that's going to take longer. What is one thing you can do? So let's say you want to create some kind of course, a 7-week online course or something like that. Maybe you just work on creating a really cool hour-and-a-half webinar that's a free webinar that would basically give the content and the ideas around what you might have in your full course. And then you just launch that webinar and get feedback and see what happens. So that's one good example. So now we get to the fourth one, the fourth key for having a great purpose project and successful purpose project, and that is to make sure that you set up your support around the project in advance. Actually, as you're starting the project and thinking about it and planning it and putting the checklist together and thinking about how you're going to do it, is make sure you have support in place going into it. And so that's using your purpose team, as you've learned already in this 21-Day Purpose Challenge. It could be, again, close friends or your men's group or your women's group, whatever it is get that support in advance. Here's what I'm doing. Here's the support I'd like. Some of that support can be brainstorming around the project. Some of that can be people potentially participating in your purpose project in some way, form or fashion. And probably the biggest one is having some part of your support team holding you accountable to complete your purpose project. So those are the 4 keys, and I hope you have an amazing experience at the end of this program and with your purpose project launched. So I'm looking forward to hearing about how the success goes for many of you. Thanks. See ya.